No, well, you know, wondering, shit, Aaron, Azzy and shit, where's your rec room door? Where's your rec center door and shit? You want to know where it is? It's fucking gone. Want to know why? Look at that. Your ban ends in 3 days for harassment or discrimination. And I'll fucking tell you why. So, I loaded into a Rec Room game, right? And, holy shit, there was someone going into the center, and then there was a group of people following one guy and shit, and I was like, at first I was like, okay, well, it's probably just a girl and shit, and they're trying to get a number. The only girl there and shit was a girl following them. Kind of, I was like, okay, kind of suspicious and shit. Went over there. I'm hearing the N-word getting thrown and shit. I'm like, oh, fucking kind of, okay, holy shit, calm down. So then I tell them and shit, I was like, okay, shut the fuck up, can't stop saying all that shit. I started off nice and shit, then they started talking shit to me. I've got videos and shit, right? I went overboard and shit, but I just hate fucking, it's the fact that they were actually generally racist. Like, they're not messing around with shit, they're generally racist. Can't let me find this stupid video and show me going off. Holy shit, man. Like, shit. Can I see? And then they were saying the N-word and shit. And even the girl there and she wasn't saying shit. But I was like, you're racist and shit. And she's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, you are. She's like, how? I haven't even said anything. And shit. I'm like, well, yeah, you're friends with someone that's a racist cunt. And he sounds like the whitest kid out. Shit, where is it, bruh? Holy shit, cunt. Sheesh. Where is it, bruh? What the fuck? Snaps? Shit. Here, listen to this.
You're gonna slap me, okay? Yo, this could I've been boxing since I was like 11 and shit. I'd beat the shit out of you, bro. A wheelchair. Oh, shit. Kayla, guess what? At least I'm not fucking good at getting raped. Like, legit, all you're for is just getting raped. That's why women like you are just used for getting raped and shit. But as I said before, I don't think any guy's gonna want to risk their life raping you because you're that fucking fat and ugly.
Okay, I mean shit. I went overboard with the rape shit, cunt. But guess what and shit? I don't give a fuck because the bitch was being racist as shit. And I started saying, even though I'm white and shit, ironically really fucking funny, and I said this shit though, I called her a cracker. And then she's like, wow, now you're being racist to white people. And I'm just like, huh? What? I'm racist to white people? I don't think you can actually be racist to white people. I can tell you why. I even said to her and shit, okay, if, you know, and shit, why are you calling me out and shit for being racist and shit, but your mate's racist to black people when I'm just saying you're like packer and shit? Then she goes ahead and says some shit like, well, actually you can be racist to both races, which you can and shit, I can agree and shit, but calling her a cracker was not racist and shit. I physically don't believe you can be fucking racist towards white people and shit. So I said to her and said, okay, if you truly believe that, okay, name me 5 things white people have been dealing with in the past 100 years. I don't know exactly what I said and shit, but she shut the fuck up. I think I said, okay, if you truly believe that you can be racist to white people, name 5 things white people have been, that have went through anything, like any bad thing white people have went through race-wise in the past 100 years and shit. And she said nothing. I can tell you what they've done and shit though. They invaded Australia and shit. They killed George Floyd and shit. Okay, yeah, it's a dead meme, whatever. It's not a meme. I'm just saying, shit, like, don't bring in the George Floyd memes. It's dead and shit. They took over Australia, stole the Aboriginals' land and shit. And see, you know, black people went through slavery and shit. Even the indigenous and shit with that. You know, they've done a lot of fucked up shit. And I'm not saying every single white person alive now, it's their fault. We can't go back in time and shit and be like, hey, don't do that shit. It's wrong. You can't and shit. So, and shit, if you're really all about equality, you shouldn't be shitting on every single race and shit instead of listening to both sides of the story and coming together. By people going, you're a white cracker and shit. I only said that shit, right? Because they were being racist and shit, okay? I get it, I'm white too and shit. I just said it and shit because I just wanted to see what they would say. And in my bright mind, they fucking said exactly what I thought. I can't be saying that's racist. But, you know, and shit, bruh. Shit. They love throwing out racist shit until something comes back on them and shit, and then we're bad guys, and shit. Okay, but anyways, as I was saying, we should all come together as one Every single black, Muslim, Chinese, white person and shit. We all need. It's us against the fucking world and shit, bro. If we're really about equality and shit, you need to just stop shitting on every single black and white person you see and shit. Because it's mostly you gay cunts too. Alright? It's mostly you gay cunts and shit too. Which is why I'm saying and shit, I'm bisexual and shit. But the reason why I don't want to say I'm bisexual and shit is because I'm afraid that people are going to think that I'm one of those, oh my god, what? Oh my god, what? Okay, shut up, cracker, you're so straight. No, I don't want them thinking that and shit. That's why most people are afraid to come out as bisexual and shit. You want to know why? Or even lesbian and shit, or gay. You want to know why? Because it's dickheads like these gay people and shit that make it their whole personality. Yeah, you can talk, act, and dress however the fuck you want, but don't be going and harassing other people. Just because you're gay and shit does not mean you are special and shit. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or bisexual and shit. This is to the boys and shit. If you're gay, right, and shit, I don't give a fuck. You talk to me like that and shit. Call me a straight cracker or a straight up, fucking whatever you call us and shit. I will knock you the fuck out. I'm not putting up with that shit. And shit, just because you're gay and shit does not mean that you can treat other people like shit. Okay, we're still humans. Oh my god, imagine being straight and shit. It just makes no one want to be supportive of the LGBTQ community. Like no one would want to and shit. I don't even know if I even want to be classified as a part of this community and shit. Most of it's 80% of y'all are toxic as shit. I've met like 5-6 gay people and shit on this game and shit, and they were the chillest people. And then I ran into like 100 of these gay people and shit that just insult you just because you're straight or some shit, or because you're white and shit. Like, shut the fuck up, cunt. Like, that's not going to get you your equality. All right. You're not going to get equality by shitting on homophobics and shit. Okay, fuck the homophobes and shit. They're never going to support you, so don't waste your energy on them and shit. Instead, give your energy to people that don't really understand about the whole, gay people, pronouns, and talk to them normally and shit. I guarantee you have a good conversation with someone who's classified as a homophobic or a homophobe, you'll be good friends and shit. The only homophobic people on this game and on social media and shit, they hate the gay people that make everything about themselves and shit. We get that you struggle, okay? But there's other struggles out right now and shit, like, for example, back then, the Australia fires and shit, George Floyd getting killed and shit, the Muslims in concentration camps. These are examples and shit. I don't have any evidence to back up the Muslims and shit, because I'm not talking about that shit right now, even though I did and shit. I don't go fully into it, can't. But you struggle and shit, yes. Pride Month, it's just, if you don't want to celebrate Pride Month, celebrate Pride Month. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't have, it just, people that shit on gay people too are the same people that are probably sheltered themselves because they just don't want to be seen as gay, which is sad. There's nothing wrong with being gay or bisexual and shit. I'm not going to discriminate you or just change my whole perspective of you. And if any of your friends just change their view on you because you're gay or bisexual and shit, they were never really your friends and shit. I can get to be a little bit nervous, like you've talked so much gay shit and then you're saying, well, I'm bisexual and shit. But just knowing shit, like, I can't be sus now and shit because I'm bisexual and shit. I don't think most of my mates know. But I'm just scared of, I don't want to lose any friends and shit. That's one of my main reasons. I don't want to lose friends and shit. I don't. I don't want to lose friends and shit. And it gets to that point and shit where it's like, if I'm going to lose friends because, I'm bisexual and shit, then I guess so be it and shit. And before any of you come on here and say some shit like, oh, you went bi, you haven't even, how would you know you're bisexual and shit? You're 16, or you go bi after a breakup, bro. No. I took me a while and shit to really realize if I wasn't shit, because I didn't want it to be like, shit, okay, I like, oh, this guy's kind of hot and shit. I think I'm bisexual. Let me go tell my mum, or come out and shit. And then a day, probably a week later and shit, I'd just be like, oh no, I'm not gay. And just be like, well, I thought you said you were bisexual and shit. And I was like, oh, well, I think it was just a phase. I didn't want it to be a phase. I wanted just to see and just wait and just, you know, really think about it if I actually was also attracted to guys and shit. And also, you know, I'm not going to hit up a guy and shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's my type of bisexual and shit, right? It's that I would date a guy and shit, but I wouldn't hit up one. It's just, it's hard to explain and shit. But the thing is and shit, right? I am not going to force you to support me because I'm bisexual and shit. I'm just going to tell you, I'm bisexual. You want to support me? I love you as a friend. If you don't, that's fine. I'm not going to force you and shit. If you don't want to be my friend just because I simply like the other gender as well as the same gender and the opposite gender, and my band of people just got denied, guys. So fucking funny and shit. But yeah. Shit, just a quick thing is also and shit, you're not gonna get the equality you want and shit by shitting on white people, trying to gatekeep certain words like Black Barbie. I've been hearing about this Black Barbie shit going around on social media, and it's just, what the fuck? It's nothing racist and shit. But you know what? To avoid the drama and shit, just don't say it. Like, I don't care if you say it or not and shit. But to save this bullshit drama, just don't. Just don't say the fucking mimic the word Black Barbie. I know it's stupid and shit, but like, why the fuck are you saying not to and shit? You wanna know why? Because cancel culture is so toxic, they would cancel you for that shit. They would. They would email your job and be like, hey, just letting you know that your co-worker has actually said Black Barbie on TikTok and shit. And they're just going to feel like this is something very odd, because most jobs that people own are like boomers and shit, like people like my mum's age or a little bit younger and shit. They're not going to understand that shit, but just to save the drama and shit, just don't say it and shit, because the people who do cancel culture and shit are so toxic and shit, man. Like, if I ever blow up and be successful, or just telling you now, I would get exposed for something and shit. Probably for, you know what? And I'm not going to lie and shit. Back then, when I was a dumb, stupid kid and shit, I've said the N-word. When I was probably 13, 12 and shit, okay? And don't fucking lie. Everyone, nearly legit, everyone has said it and shit, okay? But listen, the reason why I'm not saying it anymore, you want to know why? Because I've done my research and shit. I realize how bad and how hurtful that word can be and the history behind it and shit, and I've not ever said it. I'm not going to excuse that. I have said the N-word and shit before. So if I ever get cancelled for saying the N-word and shit, then yeah. And I've never said it in a, like, you're a N-word. I've said it in a song, or I've said it in a sentence, like, me and my mate, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, like, I don't think that it should be an excuse if I haven't said it in a degrading way and shit. But the thing that I've realized and shit, and I've been like, okay, I shouldn't have said that. I'm white. I can't really say that shit. And I haven't said it since and shit. And, you know, I have said it and shit before, and I've realized that it was wrong and shit of me, so I've stopped saying it. And I will never say it again, because it's a bad word and it should not be used if you're not POC, is people of color. Shit, so also talking about me getting cancelled and shit, if I ever get cancelled for homophobic shit, I don't really give a shit. I'm not homophobic. I've made a fucking homophobic joke. Doesn't make me homophobic. You wanna know why? I can say some shit like, oh, gay people can't punch straight. Homophobic joke, but do I hate them? No, I don't. Like, it's just, it's hard for me to explain this shit. What I'm really trying to say is, and shit's like, cancel culture is so toxic, which is one of the main reasons why most people like Vinny and shit. People are starting to fucking really get obsessed with Vinny, and I feel so bad for the dude and shit, man. I feel really bad for him and shit. One of the main reasons is he's only 18 and shit, man. He's 18. He is still young. He's still a teenager. And he is getting sexualized from people 20 years old. And yes, I fucking kid you not, on my mum's life, I scrolled through a comment reply and shit, and then this girl and shit was 11. The comment said, not gonna lie, I would let Vinny run through me like a train and shit. And then I scrolled through it, and she's like, same, but it wouldn't happen. I'm 11, but I'm turning 18 next year, by the way. And I'm like, no way. it would be very uncomfortable for Vinny knowing that there is some very, very young people are saying this shit about him. He may not say it and shit. You want to know why? Because one of the main reasons why he's scared to get a girlfriend is because you fucking bitches, you fucking assholes would just go and message her and shit. And it's like the whole fucking thing with Nikita Dragon and shit. I remember that he was getting flamed or some shit for that. Like, fuck you, man. You don't control his life and shit. He's a fucking human being. He's an 18-year-old kid still trying to live his life. Oh, well, you know, like, it's just the whole thing and shit. It's just because he's a guy and shit why people don't really notice that shit. And it's just, back then when Vinny wasn't, you know, as popular before the boxing thing, he was still popular, very popular, but before the boxing shit, I just saw, like, you know, the edits, like, oh my god, he's so hot, or he's very beautiful, and shit. I've only seen a few rail me comments, just like, not gonna lie, I would let him rail me. It's just, it's normal and shit. You think he's hot? Fine. But it gets to the point and shit when you're calling him daddy and like, oh, I want you to marry me and shit. But then it's bad. Y'all really do need to realize and shit, he is a human being with, you know, human rights still. He's a kid and shit. He's 18 and shit. I can't call him a kid and shit because I'm 16 and shit. But like, he's a teenager and shit still. He hasn't really, you know, I don't think he's actually had a girlfriend and shit that's, you know, would have been able to put up with all the hate and shit. I feel very bad for Vinny. I feel very bad for Vinny. He's not a bad guy and shit. He's a very humble guy. Very, very humble guy. I've always liked Vinny. He's just doing his thing. Guarantee you, if you guys were very fucking attractive like him and could just get millions and millions of likes or hundreds and thousands of likes and thousands of girls wanting you, you'd do the fucking same. You'd probably post a thirst trap. You'd probably fucking, you know, take TikToks and shit trying to look really good because you want to know why and shit? Because he's a very attractive young fucking male and shit. Doesn't mean that it gives you the right to sexualize him, calling him daddy and saying, I want you to marry me. It's fucking disgusting and it's fucking very wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself because he's a fucking human being just like every single fucking person here and shit. And what makes it really bad is that I've seen a 30-year-old woman say this shit too. And it's very, very uncomfortable and shit. Probably very uncomfortable for him and shit. And as I said, he won't fucking speak up about it and shit because it's just a toxic fan base. It's a toxic fan base, bro. They won't fucking care and shit. They'll just be like, oh yeah, it's sad. It's fucking sad. I have a video and shit of Vinny very, very upset by what, you know, his fans have said shit, and I feel very bad, very, very bad for Vinny and shit. Where is it? Ready? Alright, ready?
Fucking vlogged it, bro. And people are taking it to an extent to where I don't even know if I want to live anymore. I'm scared to get a girlfriend. I don't think I can for a while. The saddest part about it is I need to either find somebody with no social media at all, or I need to find somebody that doesn't care. You know how hard that is?
Exactly. And it's sad. He's legit said he doesn't want to live anymore because of you donuts, bro. Like, realize, look at the fuck you were doing and shit, man. He's 18 years old, and he's getting sexualized by, like, I've seen 11-year-olds and shit. 11-year-olds and shit getting sexualizing him. Now, just imagine if this was 11-year-old boys or 30-year-old fucking men and shit doing this to an 18-year-old girl. It would be fucking massacre. It would just be like, respect her, you know, like, even though people are still saying this shit, like, respect. Well, that fell. People are still saying it should, like, respect Vinny's boundaries and shit like that. But the thing is, no one's going to. You want to know why? Because they're so, it's just girls and shit, bro. Y'all say that men are the one that are thirsty, but y'all just take it to a whole different level, bro. Like, majority of boys and shit on TikTok comment sections and shit are just mostly fuck arounds. Hold on, let me turn this shit down. Let me go to a Vinny post, right? Holy shit. I'm gonna prove to y'all and shit, right? Shit, where is this one? Here we go. Let's go to this one and shit. Vinny, my love, I've told my mum about us. Age? Don't know her age and shit. You look so hot, but cold at the same time. Someone said, it's meaty too. That's fucked. And Y'all down bad. Screen records 284 times, downloads 100 times, screenshots 40. Yeah, it's fucking weird as shit. What's breathing again? Shit. Hi, I'm single, by the way. Holy shit. Let me just... Shit, hold up. Here we go. Wait. Let me just... Here, bear in mind he's 18 and shit. Let me see. I want to see what these... How old they are and shit. You are the best. Love heart. You know what? It's not that bad. She's just saying that, you know, he's the best. It's not that weird. Shit. Someone's like... I forgot how to breathe for a second there. 17 and it's a guy. Alright. Still not going too overboard and shit. It's nearly a year younger than Vinny. Someone's like, how was your day, Vinny? Shit, see? Look. Normal ones and shit. Your veins, God. This person's spamming and shit. Okay, fine, I'll start. I'll be back when you post again. I don't know how old you are. Someone said, y'all down bad saves. The same thing. 15! 15! See, exactly. Y'all fucking little children and shit doing this shit, man. It's so wrong and shit. Leave Vinny alone. I've legit DM'd him, even though he won't answer me and shit. I DM'd him and shit. I felt so bad for him. I said, hey, man, I saw your TikTok comment on some girl's post, and I'm sorry that people are getting out of hand with the simp edits. Hope you're okay, dude, because people are getting way out of hand with them, and congrats on winning the fight. You did well, my guy. You probably won't see this, but if you do, remember that you're the motherfucking GOAT. It's weird as shit. So fucked up that people are sexualizing this young fucking kid. I've seen people do this shit with like 13-year-olds. I looked at their bio, 18. Like, it's so fucked and shit, man. Like, why? What fucking makes you just be like, yeah, let's sexualize a fucking 18-year-old, even though I'm like 13 and shit. I've seen someone, she was 14, and she made a TikTok post shaking her ass, tagged Vinny in the caption, and she's like, I know I'm underage, but we can work something out. Hell no. Fuck that shit. He probably reads some of y'all's comments and shit, and he probably gets really weirded out and uncomfortable and shit. He might be like, yeah, I'll just brush it off. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. He does give a fuck. He's just scared to speak out and shit. Very bad and shit. It's sad. Very sad for Vinny. And Vinny, you know, you will never see this and shit, but, you know, just know, like, come on, man. You just don't be afraid to speak out and shit, man. Fuck those fans and shit, to be honest, bro. Do not want to see you and your ugly gay best friend. I was talking to someone on Snap. Never mind. Yummy pizza. Shit, but yeah, Vinny Hacker and shit, man. Feel bad for you and shit, bro. So sorry you're going through that shit, Con. It's so shit. Fucking it's disgusting. Very disgusting. Some of y'all are little ass kids and shit doing this shit, bro. It's so fucked, Con. It's so fucked up. One of the main reasons why I wouldn't want to get famous and shit. You know, I would probably just kill myself and shit if I found out that there was a 12-year-old and shit simping for me, saying wanted me to fuck her. No. Shit. Never. Fuck that shit. But I just came on here and should just tell you why I'm not posting and shit. Didn't mean for it to go this long and shit. But you know what? If this one viewer and shit stays, I'll stay live and I'll just talk about shit. I'm banned, so mainly just a fucking podcast, to be honest. Even though it ain't a podcast and shit. Fucking talk about it. I don't know. But shit. Vinny just deserves some respect and shit, man. Honestly. If the roles were reversed and shit, it would be highlighting news. It would be fucking everywhere. It wouldn't be as it's just legit. The day after Vinny won, edits. This is my FYP. Vinny edit, simp edit, rail me. Rail me. It's all that fucking shit. All of that shit, bruv. It's legit. This simp edit. It just didn't stop and shit. It didn't stop. Like, holy shit. It did not stop. The edits just kept coming and coming and coming. It never stopped and shit. It's still fucking going. Ready? I'll scroll 10 times. I'll scroll down 10 times and I'll wait for a fucking, waiting for a fucking shit, what you call a Vinny edit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vinny edit. That's 10. Vinny edit. So I'm gonna keep scrolling. Vinny edit. Vinny Vinny. See, like, it's just chill the fuck out. Like, chill the fuck out. People are like, is it because you're jealous? No, it's because you're over-sexualizing a fucking 18-year-old kid. Like, holy shit. Oh, I'm talking about random shit. You probably wouldn't know if it's TikTok. But you know what? Fuck the live. I'm ending it and shit. I'll fucking upload a video for you assholes. Not assholes. I'll upload a video for you cunts when my ban expires in 3 days. So yeah, thank you for joining. You joined pretty late, SJ. I don't even remember you. So sorry if I don't remember you, but I'll see you later. I'm just too lazy to upload an actual video and shit, so I'll just let the stream automatically upload it. So bye. Thank you for watching the stream. Oh my god, I am like the cringiest motherfucking cunt.